$1,500 for a one-bedroom studio, and you can have high as $3,500 for a two-bedroom or three-bedroom apartment, and that's just in the city of Atlanta. And so when I say affordable and scaling is, for the most part, we have houses that we have had in our inventory for quite some time. We most recently have started buying an inventory of houses, and we want to have about 30 houses in the next 18 months or so in inventory, so we can at least sustain some of the families who are in transition who are looking for affordable rentals. And so it may range from the lowest rent may be $450 and to the highest is $1,250, which is still below the actual market rate rent in the neighborhood and outside of the city. Outside of the neighborhood, the rent is, like I said, $1,500 or more, but we try to keep within $450 to $1,250 within the neighborhood to keep everything affordable for families, right? So, another part of our program is we have a 20-year zero-interest mortgage. That's unheard of. Nobody's doing that. We haven't had a house that turned over in that program for like at least 2 years ago. And that family, she had stayed in our affordable rental program for about 4 years till she became stable. She stabilized herself by taking on another job, making more money. She went back to school, and at the same time, she actually was cleaning up her credit. She had a credit score probably below 400. And so at the time when we introduced her into the housing program, she was ready to go with at least a 650 or above, and she had worked really extremely hard to get her credit score to where she can actually be a part of our 20-year zero-interest program. And just like any program, we require you to have a job, your income statements, stable rental history, different things like that. Now, it doesn't mean that she wasn't late from time to time when it was time for her to pay her rent, but we took the fact that she stayed in our program for so long and that she was very diligent about becoming a homeowner. So now she's a homeowner. She just welcomed her first child into the neighborhood. She's stable, and she checks in with us from time to time, let us know how she's doing and different things like that, and she has not been late on any of her mortgage payments. She takes it really serious. And so a third program that we have is our workforce housing program. And what that means is it's really a program that's set aside for working families. And what I mean by working families is someone who is actually between 50 to 80% AMI and bring home a certain income level. They are teachers, our police officers, firemen, or anyone who's living in the neighborhood anyone who wants to come into the neighborhood that wants to either be a part of the first-time homebuyers program, who wants to use down payment assistance and different things like that. So our next program is our new construction. And it's not a program really, but it is a part of or an extension of our workforce housing program. So the requirements are the exact same as any traditional lender, bank qualified, working with an agent, so forth and so on. If you want to use down payment assistance programs, that sort of thing as a qualification. The only difference between those two programs is that the new construction is something that the land or the property that we own was in inventory that we had, and we found a builder that would work with us, that would give us probably one of the best prices that we can get as far as new construction building, so we can still keep the housing affordable. And at this point, we have our house on the market for $250. I would say for new construction, and it's 1,632 square feet. That's unheard of. They don't have that size of home for that low of a price. And so we are still trying to stabilize the market with providing affordable housing, the best quality housing. They have hardwood floors and different things like that, granite countertops for our families.